The internet runs on HTTP, a protocol that treats every action like a complete stranger. Imagine a barista who forgets your face and your order the second you turn around. That's exactly how web servers naturally operate. Without some kind of memory, building a modern website becomes impossible. You click Add to Cart, but by the time you reach the checkout page, the server has forgotten what you added. You select a dark mode preference, and on the next page, the site is blindingly bright again. To fix this, developers build structural memory, a concept called state management. As this flowchart shows, without state, user requests simply bounce off the server in isolation. There is no thread connecting one click to the next. Django solves this out of the box with its built-in session framework. It gives you the ability to seamlessly track a user's behavior and hold on to their data, even if they never officially log in or create an account. Managing state is the foundational requirement for making modern, interactive web applications function correctly. Django handles that underlying architecture automatically. When an anonymous user visits your Django site for the first time, their browser sends an HTTP request to the backend. Before that request reaches your code, it hits a gatekeeper, Session Middleware. It scans the incoming packet for a session ID cookie, finding nothing. For this new user, the middleware attaches an empty container to the request before passing it forward to your application logic. Once inside the Django view, the developer interacts with this object by typing request.session. Acting exactly like a standard Python dictionary, you simply drop in key-value pairs, setting the user's theme to dark or adding shoes to their cart. By translating HTTP state mechanisms into a standard Python dictionary, Django lets developers manage user state without manually parsing headers or cookie logic. But sending that dictionary back to the user's browser would be a security risk, so Django splits the data from the reference. The actual information stays on your server, locked inside the Django session database. Instead of sending data, the server generates a randomized 32-character session ID. This ID is wrapped in a secure cookie envelope and attached to the outgoing HTTP response back to the client. This split balances security and functionality, keeping sensitive data locked safely on the server, while trusting the vulnerable client side only with a reference key. When that user clicks another link or navigates to a new page, the cycle completes itself. The browser automatically includes that session ID cookie with the new request, sending it server-side. The session middleware intercepts the request again. We can see it taking that incoming cookie envelope, scanning the ticket inside, and unlocking the corresponding vault in the database to retrieve the saved dictionary. The data is reattached to the request object. By the time it hits your view logic, the user's environment is recreated exactly as they left it. Through this continuous cycle of transmission, the server generates the illusion of memory, successfully masking the stateless reality of the internet. Tracking anonymous users on the server does come with a hidden maintenance cost: abandoned sessions. If an anonymous user closes their browser and never returns, the server isn't notified. Here, we see the database slowly clogging up with inactive rows as people disconnect. Their data sits in the Django session table indefinitely. It becomes the developer's responsibility to clean house. You have to periodically run a specific management command, clear sessions, to sweep the database of this expired data. The framework coordinates cookie generation, handles the database routing and the cryptographic signing to keep these sessions secure. Ultimately, Django hides the complexity of the web's stateless design, allowing developers to manage a persistent user experience as easily as updating a variable.